Hello, welcome to Communicative English 2 Reading and Writing. And this course is an extended course from the Communicative English 1 Speaking and Listening from the spring semester. And so, as the title of the course suggests, this semester in this course, we are going to focus on reading and writing skills in English. So let me introduce myself first. My name is W01 and I'm PhD in phonology linguistics. So when you call me, you can call me either Professor O or Dr. O. But one word that you should not use to call me is teacher. I am a teacher. That is my job. I'm an instructor, I'm a lecturer, and I'm a teacher. I do teach you in class. But the word teacher is actually the title of the person, but you don't use that word to call someone. This is a little strange to Koreans because we use the word teacher in Korean, 선생님, to call someone. So I know it feels very natural for you to call me teacher in English, but as an instructor, as a teacher, I have to let you know how to use the language of English correctly. So I have to correct you that calling me teacher is wrong. You should call me Professor O or Dr. O. But if you somehow meet me outside of the classroom, and then you can call me Mrs. O. That is acceptable when we're outside of the classroom. But anyway, just keep in mind that do not call me teacher. And the second information of me is the email. As you can see, my email address is dr5.hoofs@gmail.com. Excuse me. So this is the email that you should use. I do have multiple emails. And from time to time, students send me email to a different address. It is okay. I won't be angry or I won't give you a penalty. But the problem is that this is my work email, which I try to check as regular as possible. But the other emails are not my work emails, so I do not check them often. So when you have a message that is urgent to me or if you have to send me a time-sensitive message, please use this address so that we can communicate efficiently. Okay, now let's move on to the information of this course. I will introduce you what this course is about and how I and students are expected to be in classroom. Okay, so what is this course about? This course is designed to help college freshmen. So don't worry if your linguistic skills are not developed enough to communicate in the language fluently. That is not what I expect from my students. I know that you're still a freshman and also you're still learning. So I understand you're taking this course to upgrade your linguistic skills, not just to show off your great English skills that you've acquired already. So even if you don't know how to say what you want to say, or even if you don't understand what I'm saying, it is absolutely okay. One thing you can do in language and completely fine is that if you don't understand, you can ask again. Actually, this is not just about the language, but this is about how you learn. When you're learning, it is very natural that you don't know what you're doing. That's why you're here to learn. So I'm here to help you to learn. Of course, I'm an evaluator, so I will from time to time evaluate if you're doing things good or bad, but that is not all of this class. It's not all about this class. The main goal of this class is to help you, The screen is frozen. Okay. Is to help you to understand basics on academic reading and writing skills in English. So here, the word important is academic. So I know you've learned and spoke and read and wrote things in English. That's great. And also you have taken English test to enter the university. Very difficult one. Great. But there are two, not mainly, but there could be two different settings of language use. One is a daily conversation, and the other is for academic or business, like formal speaking or reading or writing style. So here in this classroom, what we're going to practice is not a daily conversation, but mostly academic language use. So please be careful to be discreet and stay academic and professional in the classroom. Okay? And the second is the main goal of this course is to improve your proficiency with a particular focus on academic writing. So each week is designed to follow through with each step of essay writing. Okay, I actually have to correct this. I originally planned to do essay writing last semester, but I found out that it's not easy for everyone. So this time, it will be still academic writing, but it will not be essay writing. I'm sorry, I should have corrected it before, since I've done so far. So just move on. Just keep in mind, this semester, no essay writing. This is a typo. All right? But still, it'll be academic writing. Okay, let's move on to the third bullet. So what you are supposed to do is you'll be exposed to reading materials related to the topic, extracted from the real world sources, including news, books, SNS like Twitter or Instagram or Facebook, or business emails, internet memes even, and then academic literature. So I will try to get you exposed to many different types of reading materials so that you can take a peek on how various areas the language is used. And next is course material. So this is the textbook that we're going to use for the whole course. The title is Pathways Reading, Writing, and Critical Thinking 4. We're in level 1. Actually, we're in level 1. We're in level truth, and also the level is called 진리반. So we're in level 1, but the book we're going to use is number 4, volume 4. So make sure you remember this cover. Like this guy, I think he's climbing the cliff. It's between like, I don't know, how do you call it? Crevice. And this is the book that you need. All right? And sometimes from the secondhand market, like Tangam Market, students find books with 4A or 4B. What is this book? That's the divided version of this book number 4. So for the whole course, we are going to use the entire book. We're going to cover almost all the units of this book. So if you buy 4A, that means you're going to miss the rest of the half the semester because you don't have the later part of the book. If you buy 4B, that means you will miss the first half of the beginning of the semester because you don't have first 5 or 6 units of this book. So if you really want to buy a thinner book, make sure you buy both 4A and 4B. Otherwise, you can just buy one book of 4, just 4. All right, students. So this is important. Please pay attention. Okay, first, Active participation in class is strongly requested. This is a very small class. There are only 30 students maximum in this classroom. So, from my experience, about like half the semester goes, I remember all of you, your face, your name, and your specifics. Like I get to know about you a lot. And so, naturally, I will get to know how your style is in the classroom. I get to know a little bit of your personality too. And active participation is something not very easy for everyone. Like someone is very active and sometimes even I would say aggressive in the classroom that doing a lot of activities in a very active way. And there are other students who are a little bit shy or too afraid or not used to speaking class. So they try to keep themselves, quiet and contained. It is okay. Everybody has different personalities. But at the same time, you don't get to experience this kind of environment often. Not very often, actually. You would think there will be a great opportunity for you to go outside and meet people and speak English and practice your English, but actually, you don't get the chance a lot. And most of the time, those chances are very expensive. And for all of you to enter the university, you already paid a lot of money, right? So you're actually paying for this class. So since you're paying for it already, why don't you make good use out of it? So I expect students to feel a little awkward at the beginning of the semester. Like I always feel awkward at the beginning of the semester, but I'm sure that you will get better and you will get used to it. And I'll try to keep the evaluation fair for everybody, either who's shy or not. Okay? So, and second of all, this is something that I emphasize every semester, and still students don't get it most of the time. So I have to emphasize it again this time. That please keep all communication, including email to me or writing something on eClass or send me a text message through eClass Tukti or eClass Talk or Q&A in English. Please keep all of them in English because this is English speaking course. Okay? This is the course that speaks only in English. And this is very important, like keeping your mindset tuned into English is the first step to get your skills improved. Okay? I'm not saying that it is something super easy, so you should do it anyway. I know it could be challenging, but still, it's important that you try. Okay? Give it a try. It's okay to make spelling errors or write something ungrammatical. That's absolutely okay. All right? I've been teaching for more than 10 years now, almost 20 years now. So I'm very familiar with awkward expressions, ungrammatical sentences. I sometimes I know what you want to say even before you say it. Okay? That's how good I became after years and years of experience. So please don't be afraid and do not be afraid of making mistakes. All right? And I emphasize this a lot, and I see that like most of the students understand this rule and follow them. But on the other hand, occasionally, a few, like a handful of students, either don't understand or do not, care about this rule. So they casually speak to me in English or write in English, speak to me in Korean and write email in Korean and so on. I know it is convenient to do it, and of course, I'm Korean, so I will understand, but that totally defeats the purpose of this class. And I realize that it doesn't help you at all. So, to make this rule even stronger, this semester I entered a new system that any violation of this rule keeping all communication in English, will result in a penalty of -1 point from the final score. So whenever I catch you either speaking, writing Korean related to the class, either in classroom or the person communication with me, there will be penalty. Okay, so keep that in mind. Okay, so this is the first part of the video, and if you want, you can watch this more than once. So there will be a second video following this, and the second video will mainly focus on what we are going to deal with in classroom and the schedule and how your classroom activities will be evaluated. Okay, so do not forget to watch the second one.